Welcome, all you savages, to the Tiger Pit. That's right, Savage Creek and Genuine Stag. I did the unboxing the other day, kind of outside, kind of threw it in front of the camera. It was all blurry. Everybody's getting these, and they're showing them, so I better do this video fast. Bam! Get it out there. This is a Rosecraft blades. They're based out of Tennessee. They are manufactured in China. This is the Savage Creek Gunstock Stag RCT014ST for Stag. I have my micro focus on today so we can get in and take a closer look at the stag bone. Very nice. Very cool knife. The original Savage Creek Gunstock I was kind of on the fence about because I do prefer bone over micarta. Little orange fuzz there. And but I'm really glad I got it. It's a very cool pattern. I'm a fan of clip point blades. It is very pocket friendly, not too big, not too small. I will compare that in a second. So there's a closer look at the Stag. The pins are all flush. You got a single thread of the front bolsters. This is D2 steel. Rosecraft does stamp their name on the front of the tang. And on the back, you can see Andy's maker mark, D2 steel, and the model number laser engraved. Half stops. Blade centering absolutely perfect. Let's take a look at the back spring. Zero gaps whatsoever. You can see this thick piece of Stag here. They all vary. I saw a Michael Rasputin's castles, and his kind of swelled here and then wine glassed in and then came back and swelled really nice in the end. I was like, wow, you got a nice one. Well, he likes mine. Maybe we'll do a trade. I like it. It's nice, but it's a big boy. This is going to be thick in your pocket, but for actual use and in hand, it feels the hand really nice for a small knife. Do a quick measurement for you. Pretty much 3 5/8 inch closed. Not too much different than the original Savage Creek. This is 2 3/4 inch blade with about 2.5 inch cutting length. So not a big knife, small. But like I said, feels really good in the hand. Just a thick piece. So to give a comparison, here's the original in the black micarta. And I don't mind micarta. I do like micarta. I like case canvas natural micarta. I think a little better than this. This is an upgrade from Rosecraft's older micarta. It does look nice, but look at how thin this is. See how it goes from the bolsters just straight through, and then you get kind of a little swell here toward the end. Also perfect to hit and finish. By the way, these and the half stops are smooth, which is kind of a neat touch. Case doesn't do that really. GEC does, maybe. But yes, I want to do a pull. Let's listen to the walk and talk first. Pull. Everybody's different. I'd say that's a maybe a 5.5, maybe a 6. 5.5 into a 6. So not a really strong pull like a lot of Rosecrafts. Maybe they're listening because a lot of people are getting pissed because they're breaking their nails and they're like, I can't even use this knife. I can't even pull it out. It's too strong. So a good medium. I'd say maybe about a 6 pull. So, not too light, not too strong. A good happy medium. Guess we'll compare my other Savage Creek. Ooh, this feels a little a little lighter. Now this would be more of a 5 into a 5.5. I'm sure they all vary. I don't think that has to do with the cover material. Little thickness difference here. Big difference. Big difference. But like I said, this is a great pocket carry. I was really impressed with it. It still feels good in the hand. It's a perfect size for 4 fingers. You got a decent blade, not too big, not too small. These come very sharp. If I had some paper here, I could give you a demonstration. 1 second. I don't do paper cut tests that often, but why not? It's always nice to do paper cut tests with an actual sharp knife instead of a dull case. Yes, very sharp. Nice. So the original comes in, I think, $59.99, $60. I had a discount. I get them from Red Hills with the discount, so I got this under $50. This is $79.99, so $80. I think after my discount, I got it for 64 bucks, 63 and change, something like that. Fantastic deal. I want to compare other Chinese stags since this is from China. I have a Steel Warrior. They call this genuine stag. This is made in China. And they all vary. I picked up one of these and sent it to J.O. John because I know he does like Steel Warriors and he likes trappers. I thought it'd be cool that he have a genuine stag. And these all vary. You look online and everybody they're slightly different. Some are more popcorny, some are more like this. If you ever get a chance, check out Patty's Potato Peelers. I haven't seen a video on it yet, but I did see a picture on Instagram, and holy cow, I think Andy sent him a good one. It is nice. And they're all going to vary in the swell and the thickness. This is a chunk of stag. And you remember I showed how this is so thin from the bolsters? Look at this from the bolsters. Look at that. It's almost like what Barlows do sometimes. Look at that. So for my big hands, this is absolutely awesome. Like, I got a good purchase. Feels great in the hand. But, I just wanted to compare here Chinese stag to Chinese stag. Pretty similar, actually. Not too much different. I have a few other stag knives, like a couple Baron Sons, a Queen and Stag. But those are USA made, so I won't be comparing this in the video. One of these days, I'll do a video of all my stag knives. Now that I have, like, I don't know, 4. I think that's it. 4 or 5. But, I'm not sure what kind of stag this is. You can see Rasputin Castle noticed it kind of does have a shine to it. And I don't know if they polish it or maybe they mist it with like a lacquer or something like that to give it kind of a shine. But in looking at this, there's a little shine in there too. They probably treat it with something, to keep it from having that dry look. So yes, what did I say the model? RCT 014ST, and this would be, which is very hard to see, or just RCT 014. I don't know which one I like better because they're both unique in their own way. I'm really glad Rosecraft Blade has finally released Stag Bone. It makes me want to hold off on buying any of their other ones just in case they're going to release them in Stag. Like, what if they do a Loosahatchee Jack and Stag or a Beaver Creek Barlow and Stag? Like, I love the Loosahatchee Jack, and I have 2 of them. And they released their sandalwood, the yellow and red sandalwood ones, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to get one. And it's like, well, I'm more into bone, stag, micarta. Wood is really nice. But I held off on getting it because I wanted to get something like this. I wanted to get something new. And there's a bunch of new patterns coming from Rosecraft Blades. They're going to have the trapper, they're going to have a teardrop, they're going to have different color bones. And so I'm going to be really selective about what I get just not going to buy them all because you got to, save your money for some case knives. And there's always something new dropping. And I thought I was going to slow down. And then next thing I know, the next week comes and this pops out. And then the peanut butter and jellies pop out. So it's like, I got to be really selective. Can't just blow my life savings on pocket knives, though it would be fun. So yeah, like I said, if you see a pattern that you really like, but you're not really down with the cover materials, maybe wait till they have a second sale. And I'm curious to see the seconds on this. Maybe they'll be like $50. Might get a really good deal. You never know. But you could always try out the pattern if you like it, and just get a Stag one if they come out with one, like I did. I tried this. I was on the fence, which maybe I should have waited, but I'm really glad I got it. It's completely different, even though it is the same gunstock pattern, same blade shape, same steel. Very, very different, and only a $20 difference in between the two. But if you're like limited on a budget, maybe just wait to pick up which one you want. And this does have the space shield. This doesn't, because they didn't want to worry about recessing it and getting it flush. It can be very difficult with, the canyons and valleys in the Stag there. Kind of would have been cool. I bet they could have did it, because I have a Baron Sun Stag and they recessed it. Maybe just wasn't to his liking. These are stainless liners, and bolsters are all one piece. They're not like brass liners with separate bolsters. Pins, they may be nickel silver. I'm not sure. They could be stainless pins. I'd have to research that. Really nice swedge. Like I said, I love the clip points. What's cool about Rosecraft is all their clip points are different. They're not the same clip point from model to model. Like the Trapper is going to have a different clip point. The Luciachi Jack has a different clip point, excuse me. And this does. And I'm a clip point guy. Like the Nolicheki Jack, it's cool and all, but to me, this gives me the fizz. Fantastic knife from a fantastic company. I can't wait to see more from them. They do a fantastic job, and they're pretty affordable for what you get. Yes, they're made in China. Not everybody likes that. I've been buying more case knives because I've been finding case knives for less than this. And I really like case knives. Now, the quality of case, the fit and finish, absolutely horrendous compared to Rosecraft. If you are a nitpicky person and like zero gaps, perfectly centered blades every time, good nice pull, and sharp blades, go with Rosecraft. Unless you hate Chinese manufactured knives. But you are supporting an American company from Tennessee. Very good company. They will eventually be building a factory in the US of A to make knives. They may start with fixed blades and moderns. It might take them a while to get their setup, quite a while to get their setup to do something like this, because making slip joints and pin construction is not easy at all. Well, I don't want to drag this video on too long. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay sharp, be kind to the tiger, or he'll get you round. Take care, y'all. Have a good night.